my name is Attorney Walter, if not the third. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, and I want you to understand the theory behind COLA, cost of living adjustment, because a lot of these videos that are coming out, they're like, here comes this big, amazing percent increase. COLA is going to increase this much. Wow, that's actually not a good thing. Here's why. The CPI-W is what they mostly use, and they're considering switching people over to the CPI-E via the Fair COLA for Seniors Act of 2021, which was reintroduced. It existed back in 2019 as well. And a lot of these channels are selling that it's been just totally out of nowhere. Wow, oh wow, no, it's been introduced multiple times. The thing that I need you to understand is this. When it comes to this whole COLA increase thing, the problem is that the COLA almost always is not enough, the cost of living adjustment, to go ahead and pay for what the real increases in costs actually are. And so if you look at and a more fair and free way to think about this is, okay, so I've got my groceries here, and I've got my laundry there, and I've got my power bill here, I've got my rent increase there, and all these things are going up. All of these fundamental things of my daily existence are going up. Have you ever noticed that your cost of living adjustment covers all those things? It probably doesn't even cover one category, being a big one, being the rent. So I just want to point out a theory here that you should understand. When you're hearing other channels talk about COLA adjustment, cost of living adjustment, you need to be aware that even though there's big numbers and it is a boost and it is greater than what you're already getting, it's actually a bad thing. Because the larger the number, right? So if we have a larger percentage, okay, there's going to be a 7% increase in COLA, right? The larger the amount you're not doing well with, because it's actually significantly more than that in more categories as to what you can't pay for. When there's a small COLA number, like a 0.5, a 1.5, or whatever, those numbers you're usually able to keep up with your bills more easily. But when it's a large number, and then it's followed by a large number, and it's followed by a large number, you've got a problem. And that's because it just keeps chipping and chipping and chipping and chipping away at whatever extra, even if you probably don't have extra. I mean, just based how the benefits are. But it's just chipping and chipping away at that little bit of extra that you have at the end of the month to be able to survive. And that's because when you see these bigger numbers, you're just basically seeing even more of an increase in your real life experiences, as opposed to a small little number and you're not doing that well, right? Small number, you got a little issue there. Big number, usually a much bigger issue. So when people tell you that you should be excited about a 7% or a 6% COLA increase, yes, you'll be getting more money, but no, you won't be able to afford more. In fact, you'll probably only be able to afford almost systematically less in each category. So I just want you to understand that I think that there's a little bit of misinformation going out there with some of the channels that are promoting this information. I know LA Late, I know Blind to Billionaire are pushing this whole agenda of, wow, it's an increase, Biden's going to sign it. And I see this and I get frustrated because YouTube doesn't really push my videos, I think, as much as those other types of channels, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't really, that's sweetie. That doesn't really bother me. But what bothers me is that, what bothers me is that you guys are getting, as an overall doctrinal theory on what's going on, the wrong idea of what's actually good for you and what's bad for you. You want small COLA numbers. You always want small COLA numbers. If you're seeing big COLA changes, they're always going to be big in the positive. You rarely see it COLA. I don't think COLA has ever gone back, like to be a negative 0.5. When you see big COLA numbers, that means the economy is not self-contained. It means the economy is running rampant. It means that the federal government is trying to, sell off certain things, buy certain things, trying to control the value of the dollar. We've got $11 trillion in stimulus money that was put out. A lot of the Americans that did not receive that. That went to a lot of other things. So the bottom line is, I need you to understand, if you're seeing big COLA numbers, that's not a good thing. And it's something that you should not applaud. It's actually a bad thing. What you want are percentage increases, meaning, SSI up to at least 100% of the poverty level, SSDI benefits up to at least 135% of the poverty level. You want to see percentage growth on top of what's already there. And very important, when you see a lot of these videos now coming out with details about, $200 increase, there's no $200 increase on the books. The senators don't really have the stomach for pushing that identity. They want to see essentially recurring payments, but they're not talking about $200 extra per month for Social Security recipients. They're just not. It's just not on the books. That was something that was pretty much 2 years ago. We're coming up on now. All right, almost 2 years ago. All right, guys, my name is Attorney Walter, if not the third. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. I will catch you a little bit later. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.